Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, whenever you're watching this video. My name is Samantha, pronouns she, her, her. Welcome to this video. So this is the 15-minute Nutter series where we have 15 minutes to do some self-care time, to really tune into our bodies, take advantage of being in our four corners of the mat, and use this as our secret space to begin to learn, grow, explore, and take care of ourselves so we can be there for ourselves and others. Again, learning to tune into the body, listen, and advocate for ourselves. So with that said, feel free to listen to this video while you read a book rather than laying Shavasana rather than listening and doing the postures that I offer. Not gonna hurt my feelings. Actually, I would say good for you. You're listening to what you need. You are empowered to make that choice. You are also empowered to make the choice to say, I don't want to do this posture. I want to take child pose. I want to take puppy dog pose. That's totally fine. Do that, please. Again, you are empowered to do a different posture that better suits your body. What works for you today might not work for you tomorrow. What worked for you yesterday might not work for you today. That's okay. Our bodies are ever changing. So, last time we did something a little different. We did more of a mind-body kind of practice. Today I figured we are actually going to do some work on our splits. We're going to use that as kind of as our basis. We're not actually going to go into the splits, mind you, but we're going to use it as our inspiration for the day. So I do recommend having some blocks available. So that way you can support yourself, because I sure as heck am going to be using blocks. Right? Yoga props, sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. Asking for support is super, super important for your social beings. Meant to be in community, even if we're introverts. So, okay, so working on our splits. So we're going to take in half splits and low lunges. So we're going to start in tabletop. So you can toes untucked or toes tucked, whichever you feel like. I've been exploring like the toes tucked thing lately because usually I leave them myself. So I'm trying to see what it's like. And it is different. So from your tabletop, reach your arms down into the ground, plug your shoulders down your back, engage your core. Make sure you have alignment, hips over knees, shoulders and wrists aligned. And then once you find this alignment and you can feel it, you can take some movement. Move how you want. Make sure you balance it out. What you do on one side, you do on the other. We'll take a few cat-cows together, so just so you know. Maybe it's hip circles, working on your mobility. You want to do that. Yogis. Maybe you'll hear some creaks. I might say. Take another couple breaths to bring balance to your body. And when you're ready, meet me back in tabletop. So from here, we'll do our cat-cow. So inhale into a cow pose. Reach your heart forward. And then exhale, core to spine. Arching your legs and stretching your legs. I'm trying to say stretching and arching at the same time. That wasn't bad. Inhale, cow. Doing a stretch across your belly. Exhale into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Neutral spine. All right, from here. So I will be flipping sides, leaning on my mat just for demonstration purposes, but you are more than welcome to stay put. So from here, take your right leg back behind you, toe on the ground. Maybe give yourself a gentle back stretch, lean back a little bit. Press forward, give yourself a wrist stretch a little. And then, when it's accessible, bring your right leg up between your hands. Okay. The other option I'm going to give you that feels better, if you like to do lizard, just to kind of get a different variation. So that means foot is turned out at 45, and you're going to give yourself a nice, once you bring your weight forward, give yourself a nice hip stretch. We'll kind of get both, actually get both legs a little bit. But if you're a person who likes lizard, go for it. If you're a person who's not a huge fan of lizard and would like a little bit more support in your posture, or take a low lunge. So same idea, And in alignment over, this time you want an alignment that's more parallel. So the alignment, I guess I should say, is ankle and knee. So you've got options. This is why they have some blocks. This is one reason. This will give you some support. You want to hold up on your knee, your leg, fine. Bring it right up to you if you want to use the block. Not a problem. It allows you to go places. So in this case, I'm trying to get a little stretch across the front part of our hip. And then we're going to bring it back. We're going to shift our weight to the back knee so that your front leg is extended. So flex your foot. And then go ahead and, if you'd like to just stay here, if this is enough stretch, feel free. But you can also fold over if you so choose to get a little deeper stretch. If none of this feels good to you, don't do it. Not a problem. This is our half split. And if you want that calf stretch, make sure to keep your front foot flexed. Coming back to that low lunge. Just as a quick transition back to the table now. And it blocks out of the way. And that kind of calms the wall. So same foot from tabletop, extend it out to the side. That's the side. We're going to do that inner thigh stretch. So from here, just make sure that you kind of have your knee and your heel in alignment. That's what I was looking for. But this might be great. This might be a fantastic place to stay. You can also bend your knee a little bit too if you have some tight muscles. Just totally fine. If you'd like a little bit more, you can bring your hips back. That way you get that inner thigh stretch. When people just need something deeper, and some people don't. Your body's unique and special. That's not where it is. Option, totally optional. You can rotate, and unfortunately the camera's not going to have a great access to this, but you can rotate your foot externally, your leg externally, so your foot is rotated externally. You can see my toes as an option while you're in this posture. You don't have to, just an option. Shift the stretch just a little bit. And then coming back up to tabletop. All right, I'm to flip sides just for demonstration purposes. You are more than welcome to stay where you are. So once again, in your tabletop, I want you to notice right now, before the other side, what, if anything, feels different between the two sides. What do you notice? One side might feel more open, the other side might not. I don't know. You tell me. All right. Left leg extends back, ball of the foot. Gentle calf stretch if you'd like. And rock forward and stretching your wrists out if that feels good. And then gently bring your leg up either into lizard or into your low lunge. Using your leg for support, or again, option if you really don't want to use anything, you can go up to a full crescent using low lunge. Remember, blocks is an option. For me, this actually really does allow me to go deeper than if I was up here or up here, which I really love. Just notice. Some of them, like, you do not have to go deep to get a good stretch out of it. It's not about how deep can you go. It's about listening to your body and going where you need to go today. Shift back, bringing your back, move the weight onto your back knee. Again, if you have some hard floor underneath, feel free to put a blanket underneath your knee to protect your knee. And then go to your variation of your half split. You can keep your front foot flexed, get that calf stretch. You can stay like more up. You can fold down. And if you come from the if you're coming from the lizard, Your leg might be more out to the side, which is fine. That's just a different variation. Your hamstring has multiple, multiple sections. So you can get different sections of your hamstring. And coming back forward. Coming back to your tabletop. Take your time, set it up. When you're ready, extend your left out to the side. Finding your alignment, the same care you took on the other side. Show it. And then find your variation. Where do you need to go? What feels good? And maybe staying in tabletop is where it is. That's totally fine. If you took the variation on the other side where you externally rotate and bring your toes up, you're going to take that on this side. And walk it back up on your tabletop. Set it up. We'll take one more round of cat-cow. So inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Again, notice this piece felt different from where you started. Coming back to your neutral tabletop. All right. Finding your comfortable seat, whatever that might be. Ooh. And then check in. How do you feel? Eyes closed, eyes open, your choice. I notice my body feels much more stretched, number one. Number two, I actually feel more present and centered. It's like everyone reacts differently. Check in with yourself. How do you feel in this moment? And pay attention to any narrative that you start running through your head as well, right? See if your mind is staying focused in the present or making up a narrative. Just notice. If you've got more time, I encourage you maybe to take a Shavasana. It might feel really good. It's a way to end this practice. If, however, you're at time and want to come out with me, this is where I will leave you. Please feel free to leave comments down below. I do love to hear from you, as well as please like, follow on social media. Links are below as well. And then, of course, like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. It does help other people find this channel, and it means a lot to me. With that said, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for letting the splits be the inspiration for the day to give our legs a good stretch and get those hamstrings and those inner thighs. Love you all so much, and I look forward to seeing you next.